Southeast, IPOB doesn't have anywhere to hide like the vast land of forest bandits have. Gumi. Popular Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has called on the authorities to be strategic in the fight against bandits because of where they are operating from. He said that the bandits have a vast land of forest in the north to hide, unlike gunmen in the southeast suspected to be proscribed IPOB group that do not have anywhere to hide. In an interview with ICIR, which was also shared by The Guardian on Sunday, the cleric said that if the IPOB group had the kind of terrain like the bandits have in the north, they would have been like the bandits or even more deadly. He said in the southeast they do not have anywhere to hide. IPOB doesn't have anywhere, but these bandits have vast land of forest to hide, and they are inhabitants of the forest. It is their abode. If soldiers come, he is the stranger. They can easily finish him. If IPOB had the same facility to protect them, they would be doing exactly worse. On how the issue of banditry can be tackled, he suggested that the government should educate the herdsmen and provide them with basic needs. He said that he's been meeting with bandits and trying to educate them because they are not educated. Surprise, surprise. In recent times, the country has been facing serious security challenges. In some part of the country, gunmen attacks in the southeast and banditry in the north, the nation's security forces have been waging war against these criminal elements in a bid to neutralize their activities and restore stability in those areas. But the war against these criminals is yet to be over. Well, I think, Sheikh Gumi should just focus on defending his bandits as he's always been. I think comparing it to IPOB is a different thing because we can definitely see that through the actions of the Nigerian government, they have been very much proactive in dealing with one and not the other. In fact, if the Nigerian government has been giving out money to the IPOB terrorists as they have with the bandits in the north, then we can say, okay, fine, very much equals. But the government, through its actions in recent, over the past few years, have shown to be indirect sponsors of bandits in the south, especially by Sheikh Gumi himself. I mean, he was head negotiator for these cash payments and took pictures with them. And now, obviously, admitting that he meets up with these bandits and tries to educate them. Of course, in a sane country, in a very normal country, Sheikh Gumi would be number one suspect and would be called in for question and would probably still be in custody. Well, otherwise is the case. So he just really needs to understand that certain statements, because his statement really doesn't highlight that the government should focus on, eradicating bandits in the north, but what it does is allows the government to focus on the well, in quotes, it's IPOB terrorists, and focusing on the potential damage that has not even happened, but you think that if they had the same land mass or space, they would hide better and even commit more deadly crimes. But that's not, you're now talking hypothetically. If anything, this man specifically should have been arrested, should have been made in custody, should have literally been removed from, or his title should have been removed from him, because what he does is acts as negotiator and head direct sponsor for these bandits. So really, not surprising would hear a statement like that from him. However, he shouldn't be saying things like this. It's not surprising. However, this just does not make sense at all. Gumi, you are an international liar. Igbo indigenous Nigerians, not Fulani, who came in Nigeria, what to be Ogaland. Oh, very confused about that. Take IPOB off your mouths. They are nothing compared to your bandits and terrorists. Gumi, we all know that you are the chief sponsor for terrorist fools. I mean, again, you try to educate them on what an amazing person you are. And you really think, this is someone who thinks that providing food and basic amenities for these bandits would stop these things. But then it's like, well, talk about the whole of Nigeria, please, because what you're basically trying to say that is that, those that don't eat, and, yes, of course, with poverty, that is, it's proven, it shows, and links to increased crime rates, yes. But if giving food and water is your solution to focus on one set of bandits but not the other, then there's a problem. Gumi, be mindful of your hate speech. IPOB represents indigenous people of Biafra. They are not terrorists like most of your Fulani people. And now this is the problem, because when it comes to these terrorists and banditry, we then associate with the regions that they're from. And because this APC, this Buhari-led government, has done its best to be very suggestive, be very vindictive, inciting, being manipulative, and quick to judge, especially in the South, as labeling any sort of issue, any attack as Southeasterners IPOB. And then in the North, it's a different reaction. Yes, they're labeled Fulani herdsmen or what have you, but the problem is the government itself has created this, because now in the comment section, in a bid to defend one's region, you then blash the other region, and then this has just become the common thing, and everyone wants to defend themselves. Of course, that is normal, but the problem is you're not fighting each other and you're putting your ethnicity at the front of it, which shouldn't be. But the government has caused this. So the more you divide, the more you're divided and you fight against each other, the easier it is for them to rule in fear. So, yeah. Note that upon our secessionist and legal, while Boko Haram or IPOB are secessionists and they are legal, while Boko Haram are terrorists who are out for their criminal activities. And for you to be in such close contact, defending them, giving them money, and then even through you, yes, I think it was him, he said that the bandits obviously give their feedback and said, the money given to them, apparently was 60 million naira in I guess the specific type of bandits from the North. They said they use the amount of money to get more guns. So what you have done is, by you giving them the money, you have empowered them and increased their want or capacity and will to wreak more havoc. So what can you say to that problem? Put what you think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.